Hello everybody, and a really warm welcome to our open week at Castle Newnham School. Normally at this time of year I'll be standing on the stage and talking to you and addressing very large numbers of parents and children coming to have a look around, but obviously we can't do that this year, so instead we've planned a series of events this week, starting with this presentation, but also including some tours, which I know some of you have booked already. I know if you're watching this, it's probably because either you're one of our existing Year 6 families and wanting to find out a bit more about what Year 7 will be like, or you're in Year 6 as another school. And I know that in the last couple of weeks, Mrs. Cash, Sam Cash, the head of Year 7, and myself have spoken to lots of the children over video links in their own feeder schools. So we've got some great facilities for sports, for performing arts, and the outdoor area, which I'll mention a bit more about in a minute. But actually, what I'm really proud of when people come and visit our school and go away and perhaps write to me or talk to me about what their experience has been, is more about the feel of the school. And the feel of the school is really important to me, and I'm really pleased when people say that it feels warm, it feels friendly, that they can see children working hard, being well supported, and that the staff have incredible dedication. So a little bit about that, starting with me. So I've been head and now principal at Castle Newnham for coming on for 7 years, and we've seen through some enormous changes in that time, growth of the school, growth in its reputation and popularity, as well as physical size. And I've enjoyed putting together a staff team of people who I'm really proud of. And one of the things that is perhaps notable about our school is that we have specialist qualified staff in every area of the curriculum, and people almost queuing up to come and work with us, and that makes me feel particularly proud. And people who meet our staff always talk about their level of knowledge about their subjects, their passion for their subjects, and the dedication that they show to helping young people. What do we teach? It sounds obvious, doesn't it? But actually the curriculum and the content of the curriculum is hugely important, because we want our pupils to do well and to have a good range of qualifications, but we want them to be in the right subjects that are going to open doors to them and provide them with learning for the rest of their lives, things that are going to help them develop as human beings. To have high quality English and maths, we have a big advantage in that we do also have our primary schools, and so therefore our secondary staff have the opportunity to really know what English and maths looks like at the end of Year 6. We do offer a full range of academic subjects, including triple sciences. I know that's a frequently asked question. So yes, our pupils do go on to take GCSEs in biology, physics and chemistry, or a double science award. We offer a very wide range of sports in the core PE curriculum, but pupils can choose GCSE PE. Everybody takes either history or geography, or both, and RE, and new to the curriculum is also classics, which is proving popular in Year 9. So we're going to take that on to GCSE as well in future. I'm a languages teacher, and so you'd expect languages to be central to our curriculum. We've got a fantastic languages department. We offer French and German currently, but we also really value the languages that children speak at home. Everybody does French, and those who are really keen on languages do German as well. We really value the arts. I believe that opportunities to develop creativity, knowledge about the arts in general is really important to young people and to all people and to society, and that's why it's so central to our curriculum. We've got fantastic facilities for drama and dance and music. We also host the Bedford Music Hub on the site, which gives us additional opportunities. But visual arts is really important too. Lots of children take art to GCSE and they really enjoy that. We teach all of the skills involved in becoming an artist, but also encourage really creative thinking in that area too. And in the technical and practical subjects, including obviously resistant materials, And food is also really popular. We've just had the food room refurbished. It's about to be reopened, and our pupils really enjoy planning menus, making delicious looking food and taking it home for their families to eat. But we offer a qualification in hospitality and catering too. And I mentioned our outdoor area. We have something which I think is quite unique, and I do urge you to come and have a look at it, or look at it on the videos that we're putting together, which is an area of the school that's sort of partly woodland, and we get our pupils out there working with someone that we call Chef, and he is teaching skills like shed building, gardening, outdoor cooking, a little bit of forestry, and our pupils really enjoy getting their hands dirty and doing that sort of thing outdoors. So, as well as what we teach, I'm sure you'd be interested to know how we teach, and central to that is the subject specialism of the staff. One of the things that has been really important to me is to ensure that if your child's learning geography, they're taught by a geographer, somebody whose main passion is geography, for example. And across all areas of the curriculum, subject specialism is really important. So the enthusiasm for the subject, the passion for the subject, but also high levels of qualification in the subject that the teacher in front of the class is teaching. And I call that kind of an A-team of teachers, because it means that your child will rarely, if ever, come across a supply teacher in our school. I think I can count on the fingers of one hand how many times that might have happened since I've been at the school. It's very important to me that our teachers know our children well and know the classes that they're teaching, and have a real passion for the subject that they're teaching. That leads to high expectations. We expect our pupils to work hard, and we encourage them to do so with the support of home, obviously, and we'll be in touch with you if we think that you can support, or if we think that your child needs a bit more pushing in that direction. But also, we think praise is important when it's due too. So that's high expectations of all, both the staff and the pupils, to constantly be driving for more and improved outcomes, and more enjoyment as well across the board. We do support our pupils when and where needed. So if they are struggling a bit, either academically or perhaps emotionally, we have a pupil and family support team who can step in where needed. But each teacher as well is very dedicated to helping where there are academic concerns, and helping our pupils get back on track. We've recently opened a new facility specifically for Year 7, Year 8 perhaps, where pupils have come to us with some gaps in their knowledge that need some attention perhaps early on, and one of our teachers, who's actually a specialist primary teacher, is able to help those pupils to get on track as quickly as they can, so that they can access the whole curriculum. So all of this, we want it to lead to great results, but we start with the provision and its excellence, and believe that the great results will follow. And we did have, albeit it was a bit curtailed, our first year of GCSE results this year, and it was absolutely marvellous in August to be out on our lovely grassy area at the front of the school, watching our Year 11s, our first set of Year 11s, jumping for joy in many cases when they had got the results they needed. All of our pupils have gone on to something that they wanted to do post-16. We've got great post-16 links, and the great results they got have enabled them to go on and start the next phase of their education really confidently. But the children always want to know about clubs, and I'm pleased to say we do have multiple clubs and competitions. We've got a brand new house system, newly launched, building on the theme of castles, and so there are lots of opportunities to engage in competitions, whether sports or quizzes or all sorts of things around that. We have multiple sporting opportunities. All sorts of sports are covered, and we like to take part in competitions locally. We also are very proud of our shows and performances. So as well as going to see lots of theatre, our pupils have the opportunity every year to take part in a number of different performing opportunities. There's usually a big show, a musical like The Addams Family or The Lion King, and we've got multiple awards for those shows. If you follow us on Twitter at all, you'll have seen how big a thing that is for us. So pupils who enjoy either singing, playing a musical instrument, dancing, or doing something backstage will have great opportunities to take part in that sort of thing. We've just introduced a film studio to our set of facilities in performance, and with a big green screen. We do in normal times engage in lots of trips and visits, from local trips within Bedford to museums and castles and all sorts of attractions further afield. Some related to the curriculum, some a bit more to do with leisure, but we take pupils each year to Oxford and Cambridge universities and other universities, including a very strong link with the University of Bedfordshire. And I personally enjoy the fact that we take lots of pupils to France. So we have trips each year, including a very popular one to Château-Beaumont in northern France, where pupils get to practice their French in lots of real life situations. And every other year we have a ski trip. There we also do the Duke of Edinburgh Award. So this year we've had, or last year's cohort that have just left, got up to silver, and we know that many of them will then go on to continue with Duke of Edinburgh in their post-16 setting. We do strongly believe in the outdoors and getting our pupils outdoors as often as possible. I've mentioned our outdoor area, but that's also a place where our pupils can learn about gardening, but also do gardening. Some of them have built a pond recently, for example, or used some wood from some trees that we had to have taken down to build a fence for us, and actual construction. So getting some real life experience outside the classroom is a very important part of what we do. Now, I like to think about education being for life. It isn't just about what happens up till you're 16 or 18 years old. And of course, having the right qualifications is really important, and we place a great deal of importance upon that. And as I mentioned earlier, making sure that it's not just having a number of qualifications, it's about having the right qualifications, those that are going to open doors to our young people in terms of their further study or career, but also those that are going to contribute to their development as a human being. So a human being that's curious about the world, confident about their place in the world, and has the right sort of values and ability to be able to contribute to changing the world where that's necessary. And some of school life is about making memories. Some of the things that we remember about our school days are some of the things that perhaps our teachers didn't intend, and that's about friendships and igniting passions and things that you can't find anywhere else except in school. So we're really conscious of that in our school. And I thought I'd end with actually somebody else's opinion, because you could say, well, you would say that, wouldn't you? So this is, if you'll indulge me for a moment, this is a letter I received from one of our pupils at the end of his time with us this August. He said to me, "Dear Mrs. Wilkes, no other year group has seen the effects of your work at this school more than ours. The pleasure of being able to grow with the school is again indescribable. I have gained confidence, knowledge, preparation, and most of all compassion. And I think that's what really our school is all about. It's about that sense of opportunity and compassion and high expectations, and